Alright, you are welcome to this lesson, and in this lesson we have been asked to find the divided x, the derivative of this function 1 over x, using the definition of derivative. And definition says f prime of x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h, where h is approaching 0, so the secant line approaches the tangent line, and we have f of x to be 1 over x. F of x plus h will be whenever we find x in this equation, we should replace that with x plus h. So let's do that. We know that f of x is this, so f of x plus h will become f prime of x equals limit as h approaches 0 of 1 all over x plus h minus 1 all over x all dividing h. So here we have f prime of x. F prime of x is equal to the limit as h goes to 0. Here we are supposed to find the LCM here basically. So let's do that. The LCM of these two is simply x plus h into x all over this into this is x. X times 1 is simply x minus this into this is x plus h, and x plus h times 1 is simply this. So we have x plus h all over h. So here we have f prime of x is equal to the limit as h goes to 0 of, if I open up this bracket, I get x minus h all over x plus h into x, then all over h. So f prime of x is equal to the limit as h goes to 0. X minus x is 0, leaving out negative h. So we have negative h all over x into x plus h all over h. So we can simply say h here in h here gives us negative 1. So f prime of x is equal to the limit as h goes to 0 of negative 1 all over x plus h. And I used to say to you that the moment you divide here, just take your limit your h to 0. That is, wherever you find h in your expression or in the equation, put in 0. So we have f prime of x to become, we are putting h at 0, negative 1 all over x plus 0, which is equal to negative 1 all over x, which means that the derivative of this function, f of prime of that function, is equal to 1 over x negative. And using the power rule to confirm that, you notice that your function was f of x equals to 1 over x, and using the power rule you can say this, that this can be you can write this to be x into negative 1, and by bringing this down you have negative 1 into x, negative 1. So negative 1 into x negative 2, and negative 1 all over x squared is what this will give us. Now, which means that there is a little mistake here, and where do we get the mistake from is when we divided through here, we did not multiply out, leaving our x here. See, leaving our x here. Please pardon me. That is why it's good to cross check. So x times x will give us x squared. I should take your limit. Thank you. So the result here is -1 all over x squared. Thank you, and see you in the next video.